you don't judge people by their success. You judge them with how they respond to when they get knocked down. And we were knocked down here last month, a couple times this week, and we continue to get up and fight. And that's, as a coach, I know I get excited about coaching people like that. I don't know. It wasn't pretty, but we needed to figure out a way to win, and we did. I was proud of the guys. Our cuts weren't as good as they needed to be. We haven't played against a zone in a long time, and their style of basketball is completely different than A&M's. And on a quick turn with such a young team, I was a little worried about that. But what saved us today, what basically got us the win, is making free throws. Some of you guys never would have believed that was going to happen.
I think a lot of our old principles that helped us win last year, we're getting back to those. And we got a young team, so it took time, but we slowly getting better.
They're very, very good defensively because they take you out of what you normally do, and it's a tough prep because they guard different than most teams you face, and when you have 24 hours to get ready for that, it's really, really tough to simulate that. And again, they had great energy and really got after it, and I was proud of how we responded second half. Second half, we really shot the ball and played a lot better, and I thought Stargell Love did a good job for us, playing a lot of minutes in a tough environment.
I mean, I feel like it was definitely good defense, especially us. I feel like we didn't do a very good job on offense. We shot the ball real poorly. We didn't put it in the basket. I mean, you're going to have nights like that.
Well, I've had some questions. What's the issue with K-State this year? And from a coaching standpoint, one thing I can tell you is I really admire Coach Martin. And I tell you why I admire him. Because they've had a lot of adjustments to their lineups throughout the season. But for him to always compete hard, always play hard, and people want to know where this program's at. I mean, I remember doing media here before, and you guys are all good looking, but I only saw a few of you when I came here before. And now he's really done a great job with this program. So very tough place to play. We know it's always going to be a physical game. I was proud of our defensive effort. Thought we needed to do a better job on the boards. Again, they're the best at rebounding, so we know we have our hands full with it. But at the end of the day, they were better than us tonight, and I know it was a big game for them. It was a big game for us.
He's begging me to show him how to lead the team. And I was telling him to lead, and I couldn't realize he's begging for my help. So I finally got off my rear end, and I'm trying to help him now. By doing what? Oh, Mark, that's between he and I. But I'm doing my job better. Rather than expecting him to do things, I'm helping him do things, which then enables him to be a better leader for those young guards. And, that's, you hear me talk all the time that there's nothing that bothers me more than adults that blame kids, that they say kids are different. No, they're not. They're not different. We're different, that we handle them differently. We expect less from them. We don't hold them accountable. All those things across the board. Well, I've got off my you-know-what, and I'm doing a better job with him in those departments, which now helps him play better, which then gets him feeling good about things and helps his teammates play better. Guards. Like I told him, when he was a young kid, Denny Clemente helped him become a better player. Now he's helping those younger guards become better players. And that's what it's all about, Jake. I'm doing my job. So if I do my job, it allows him to then play like he's capable of playing. He's been great here for about a 10-day period. If I would have gotten off my you-know-what earlier in the year, he'd probably been playing a heck of a lot better, and we'd be that much better of a basketball team. And I'm doing a better job of coaching him. I'm doing a better job of helping him, and I'm proud of him. He went out there today. He was as disciplined as he's been all year with his assignments on both sides of the floor. It's like I've told the team, you don't have to be a senior to lead. You've got to want to lead to lead, and you've got to not like losing to lead. And he's definitely become a lot more vocal there.
A lot of games, people just stand there and wish something would happen instead of going and making things happen. And this game, Will, Rodney, Kurt,
a lot of people I feel that were aggressive, really wanted to make plays, and that's what good teams do. They have multiple players that make plays. They don't rely on one person.
I mean, I felt like that's the best we played together all year. I mean, we knew where each other were. I mean, we moved the ball real well, and then we defended.
I just think we're getting better. I think we're starting to get back to our principles, definitely. But I just think we're getting better. We're starting to be better as a team. I think our offense needs a little bit of work, but we could work on that at any time. But our defense is what's keeping us solid in games, and we continue that, we're gonna win a lot more games.
I like the guard Lace. He's a good challenge. He's one of the all-time leaders in Big 12 history. He does a great job of manipulating people to get his shots, and I always try to stay down on his face and stuff because I watch a lot of film on him. But he's a great challenger, and he's one of the best players in the Big 12.
Jake was extremely disciplined, and then his teammates really helped him, because they were in the right places, which made them catch the ball further out on the floor. Didn't allow LaceDarius to ever catch the ball where he can catch it looking at the rim in rhythm. He was always, I think, under duress. And when you can do, when you can defend someone that's going to be the best scorer in the history of the Big 12, the way we did today, that means your kids did some things right. Will's great. Will's a fiery, competitive young man. He plays to win. He is zoned in the game plans better than probably everybody but Jacob in that locker room. And you're talking about a kid that's barely 18 years of age playing high-level basketball right now. There's times that he makes mistakes, he gets hit, he's not strong enough yet, he falls down. But you know what? That game on the line, you know what tells you good players? They don't run away from that ball when that game's on the line. He somehow, frail freshman, whatever you want to say, he found a way to get open, get the ball, and make them free throws. And, that's what winners do.
Played great, man. He shot the ball, which we've been trying to stress to him in practice. He really got to look for his offense more. He's a capable scorer, capable shooter, and you got to make defenses guard him, and at times he gets a little, just trying to make sure he doesn't mess up. And I try to tell him just be aggressive, really extend the defense like he can. And he shot the ball from the free throw line well, which we needed as a team.
I can't answer that right now. He got whacked. He hit his head on that loose ball on the floor, and we're sitting in the timeout, and he's telling our trainer, he says, man, everything's spinning. And I said, somebody get him to get him out. And no. I said, man, you can't play if everything's spinning. And then our trainer had him run and do some things, and obviously he didn't feel comfortable putting him back in the game. That was a trainer's decision for him not to play again, which he's my guy. I trust in what he says. But now, does he have one? I don't want to guess, but he whacked his head on the floor. Do I like the gray uniforms? Yeah, those uniforms are big time. The purple ones we wore at A&M and those gray ones that we just got in, I think they're big time.
Jake does.
Like some little kids. I ain't the only one. The whole locker room, nobody knew about them, but I think me and Rod and then when everybody seen them in the locker room, it's like some little kids walking in on Christmas. Everybody trying them on, looking in the mirror.
I wasn't doing none of that. I was cool.
He said
I think I played it pretty smooth. I think Jake and
the purple ones at Texas A&M.
Jake was
he was
in the
excited.
locker room trying to match his sneakers with everything and all that. Like he's.
But yeah, as a team, we do get excited. We've been playing. I've been playing in those jerseys for 4 years, so new jerseys is a new look for us.
I think it's helping us. Shit. I think the biggest thing with KU is them two big boys down low. I'm kind of me, Jake, and Jamal. We close with them guys, with Markeith and Marcus. And we know they two best players. We know they big time players. NBA prospects. So they really good down there. And we gotta stop them. We gotta stop them from shooting that 3-ball. We gotta stop them from getting deep post-ups. We gotta keep them from getting a jump shot going. And then I think everyone else plays the role players around them. I think Josh Shelby, a guy that gets away from the role playing sometime and would do some things in the game. But everybody else, I think, is role players that play their role. But they're a good team. They're a well-rounded team. They got good guys coming off the bench. So it's gonna be a battle, but we gonna be ready. We gonna have our hard hats on. Hey yo.
Yeah, like Kurt said, they're a really good team. You gotta find a way to manage to contain, try to stop whatever you can do to the Twins, and at the same time they play well off each other. They make big runs, with Tyrell and Brady shooting the ball and Josh shooting the ball, and they're good defensively. They really rebound. They do a lot of things good and very sound. They limit mistakes. So at the same time, you got to find a way to attack them and find a way to get them out their comfort zone. And the best way to do that is to put fouls on, the Twins and Thomas Robinson, because they have depth at every position. They're a well-talented team, well-coached team. So you just got to find ways to exploit their miscommunications, their mental lapses, the same way teams try to do that to us. So it should be a fight.